Hey everybody, Drew McLellan here from Agency Management Institute. This week coming to you again from the Bahamas. Last week I was on a podcast and one of the questions I was asked was, what is the one book that you would recommend that every agency owner read? Now I have read a lot of amazing books that came out in 2021 and 2020 and in the last few years before that, but my answer was actually a trio of books that were all written probably more than a decade ago. But they are still brilliant books that I want to make sure are on your radar screen and in your Kindle or your Audible or however you like to consume books. The first book, probably my all-time favorite business book, is a book called Radical Leap by Steve Farber. It's a business parable and it is all about leading with love inside your organization as the owner or leader. It's a great read, it's a fun read, and it will inspire you to show up differently to your team, to your clients, and I think put a lot of joy back into owning an agency. The second book I recommended is a book called Selling the Invisible by Harry Beckwith. So this is a book that is broken up into little 2- and 3-page chapters, and each chapter is an insight or a tip or a little nugget of wisdom about how to sell when you don't have a tangible product to sell. So for those of us in the B2B space, this is all about us. The B2B service space, this is all about us. So this is going to be helpful for you as the agency, but it will also be helpful for you if you work with B2B clients. And the third book I recommended is by a guy named Joe Calloway, and that book is called Becoming a Category of One. This is by far the best branding book I have ever read. This is one of those books that from the agency side of my world, as we talk to clients about branding, I make every client read that book before we engage in a branding project with them. I wish I had written this book. It is so brilliant. So, Radical Leap by Steve Farber, Selling the Invisible by Harry Beckwith, and Becoming a Category of One by Joe Calloway. 3 brilliant books that should be on your literal or virtual bookshelf right now. And honestly, I reread all of them every couple of years because they're that good. So go grab them, add them to your repertoire, and enjoy learning from these 3 brilliant masters in our space. All right? I'll see you next week.